And we're live. I think we're live. Should be good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it says we're not live on YouTube though.
I'm literally looking at it on YouTube. It's always like hella delayed on there.
Oh, yeah, okay, it's good.
Hello friends, welcome to episode 12 of the Hookah Smiths. This week we're recuperating from our strenuous interview that we had a few weeks ago with Mason Hookah Bowl. So we decided to take this week and talk about what's new in hookah, what's coming up, what we're excited for, and yeah, just kind of catching up with what's been going on, talk a little bit about it, give our opinions and and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you guys are new to the show, for the first 10 minutes or so we usually do housekeeping. So if you guys have any quick questions, anything you want to know, ask us. Otherwise we're just going to bullshit for 10 minutes like we usually do.
Hello, Peanuts. How you doing, buddy?
What are you smoking on today? You want to tell the people?
I am smoking peppermint shake and trifecta peppermint shake and ugly desert. What is it called?
Desert Storm? Really?
That's the chocolate mint, right?
I don't know. I never smoked it. Tedious Creek, ways you went to WVU. Yes, I am currently going to WVU, actually. I got a hella late start on school, so I just started last fall. But yeah, I live in Morgantown, where WVU is at. WVU is at. The Peanuts.
I'm determined.
Peanuts is thinking about peach mint, as you should, dude. Peach mint is, I think that's a very underrated flavor. Just a very nice blend. Do you ever have peach mint?
Peach mint?
Yeah. I love that shit, dude. I don't know why. It's like such a simple flavor, but it's just so good. It's very refreshing.
Oh, it's not fucking Desert Storm. It's Chi-Town Breeze.
Chi-Town Breeze. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Mint chocolate chill. That's a good flavor. I haven't smoked mint chocolate chill in a long time, dude.
Yeah, me either. But this chocolate mint's pretty good. I got it from the batch of Ugly that was, there was one that was just, like, kind of odd. Like, it wouldn't get, like, ginormous clouds by any means, and it's, like, the flavor was good.
Yeah. I think I had some from that same batch. I feel like you had to, like, pound it with heat to get anything out of it. It was really weird. I feel like it's just, like, shifted since then. It's always, like, I always have to pound it with heat if I want to get big clouds or not. I don't know why, but it's fine, I guess. It just would have been nice to know, because it didn't used to require a shit ton of heat, you know? But shit's like Nocla now.
Yeah, kind of, but they have a lot of flavor variety, so...
Yeah, I feel like their flavors are, like, hit or miss. Like, it's either a really good flavor or a really mediocre flavor. Like,
some of them.
My buddy just got in Hurricane. He was like, it's okay, but I'm not, like, over the moon for it. I was like, yeah, that's how a lot of their flavors have gone for me. And then, you know, there's shit like Orange Keef that I'm, like, fucking blowing my brains out to smoke. Yeah.
I have a fresh 250. I haven't touched it yet.
I've been, like, rationing I've got, like, 15 grams of it that I've been setting on for a little bit just to spread it out. So that shit is
special time.
Yeah, I always do that though. Like I did the same thing with K Peach, and I just smoked it the other day. But now I'm like, but I feel like I could get like another like 2 grams out of the package. So it's sitting in my cabinet waiting for me to scrape it clean.
Yeah, I usually wait, even if it's like very little left. I'll like wait until it's completely empty, and then it goes.
What do you do if you have like just a little bit left in a package, and it's like not enough to throw away, but not enough to pack? What do you do with that?
You have to mix it, buddy. I usually either find a flavor that's super similar to it, or usually I'll do that and then mix it with something else as well.
I don't know if I've ever shown you, but I have this kilo container that I just dump shit in. Like if I have like 5 grams of something I don't really care about that much left, I'll throw it all in there and mix it all up, and then I've got a buddy who will actually just smoke it. It's kind of crazy. You know what, dude? He likes it. He likes trying to figure out what the different flavors are. So, you know, more power to him. I mean, I'm not gonna charge him for it. It's literally just shit that would have been thrown away anyway. So, he's brief. Wait, are you from Virginia? I live in Virginia, Loudoun County. No, I'm not from Virginia. I grew up in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Actually, I was born in Georgia. I spent the last fucking 8 years in Morgantown. So, never lived in Virginia, but nice place. Drive through there a lot when I go to visit my mom. Oh boy.
From the same place, living in the same place.
Were you born in Orlando? Or just Florida in general?
Florida.
Where are you? What part of the city are you from? You're from like the southern part, right?
Yeah. I just say Miami if people ask because it's easier, but it's from a town called Pembroke Pines. It's pretty big, but people just know Miami and like Fort Lauderdale. It's kind of like Fort Lauderdale area.
Okay. But that's like the other side of the state, isn't it?
I live in like the middle right now. Orlando's basically in the middle.
Right.
And then I was all the way in the bottom.
Yeah, I never realized how big of a state Florida is until we drove to you.
Yeah,
Sarah still gives me shit for that drive. Because it was like, we drove like 6 hours each day to get there. We'll stay there for like, 14 hours or something stupid like that?
Yeah, but you got to try Wawa.
Exactly. Wawa's godlike. You got to try the B too. It was a win-win.
Yeah, what did you compare Wawa to?
It's like Sheetz up here, kind of. Like a nicer Sheetz.
Oh, I saw a tweet about that, and people were comparing it.
Yeah. It's like they have it up north too, but just not in like this area for some reason.
Wawa's expanding, but I think it's mostly Florida. I'm not sure, actually.
Don't ask me. I don't pay attention to regional gas station chains.
Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Washington, and Florida.
Yeah, because we drove to we drove to just outside of Philadelphia for a concert like 2-3 years ago, and I think we found one there, and it was also godlike. That was like after we had visited you, I think, like 2 years ago, I guess. I don't know. We'll make that drive again sometime.
I'm still trying to fly to you. I just gotta. Well, now that I've switched jobs twice, I gotta figure out when's a good time. I was going to go to California for this big tournament.
Yeah.
For Smash, and since I started my new job, I had already bought the entry, which was $80.
Jesus.
And there's no refund, and I can't go.
That sucks, dude. When did you switch jobs?
The beginning of this year.
Oh, okay.
Working with Siemens, if you know what that company is.
Oh yeah, I know a lot about Siemens.
Now they're a huge ass international company.
Yeah, I know. I see them around town all the time, like their trucks driving and shit.
They do like everything.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. My friend went to WVU. We used to make fun of him, ask if he ate squirrels. Yeah, I used to get a lot of that. When I first moved up here, I got a lot of shit from my friends in South Carolina, of all places, about like, do I have? I think the common joke was, "Do you have a cousin up there?" No. Well, then you won't be able to date anyone. That was very common.
People just assume if you're from the South, you're probably like racist or white.
I mean, I'm white, but I'm not racist. I don't think I'd be able to smoke hookah if I was racist. If I was like truly racist, you know. My grandpa is like very, very subtly racist, but he's not like over the moon about it. It's just really subtle comments. It's like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, it's just older people though.
Yeah. It's fun. It's like half funny, but half like, okay, let's just do that at home. Yikes. Yeah, it's a hard yikes, basically. All right. Well, our housekeeping's over, so let's go ahead and start talking about new stuff. So our first thing that we wanted to talk about is what I am currently smoking is the B2 F22. Here's a picture, or you can currently look at the blue thing that I'm smoking out of. So the B2 F22, as you guys know, I've been writing for B2 for almost 3 years now, so if you want to take everything I say with a grain of salt, I totally understand. I think B2s are great pipes, you know, aside from me writing for them, but they don't pay me, they don't do anything, I write for them. He sends me pipes, basically. So just to get that out of the way, I like to make sure you guys know that I'm not biased when it comes to it, but if you want to assume there is, I totally understand. But what do you think about the F-22's design, Mr. Lone Sloth?
I'd have to say I am a fan. It's very clean, and I like the purge a lot. I think it's just overall a very clean pipe. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, but it's definitely cheaper in general than the other models that he has. Yeah,
so the whole point of this was actually to be a more affordable pipe, because it's if you pre-order it, it's $240 with the tray and the stem. So you're getting the tray and the stem for $270 if you don't pre-order it. Whereas if you buy the B2 stem alone, it's $290. You add B2 tray on, it's like $360 or something stupid like that. Like, it's hella expensive. And I feel like I was talking to him a lot about the price point, and a lot of the reason I kind of like where he settled with the price was $240 is not a price where you feel like you have to get a boho for it, you know? Like, you always want a boho, right? But if you spend like $100, $200 on a pipe, you're less inclined to feel like you need a boho for it. Whereas if you're buying like a Diamondwood Regal or the B2 or a Precious Cut, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Also, it's a made in America quality pipe, so
yeah, and
the price is going to be higher.
That is where most of the price comes from. Is just all of it's done in America. I mean, the thing that surprised me the most about it is I can't literally show it on camera, but it is like literally a fourth as heavy as the B2. You remember how heavy the B2 was?
Yeah, that thing is a brick.
Yeah, this thing is like absurdly light. Like, I'm talking like maybe 2 pounds to get put together. So it is a lot lighter. The tray is still wide as shit. I actually have a lighter tray than the one that's going to actually be released, and my purge is different as well. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lighter pipe, more affordable. It's like I was talking to Vahi, the owner of B2, about it last night, and I was just like, it feels like the B2 Lite. Like, it doesn't have all of, like, the special features or the frills that the B2 V2 had, but it's still a great smoking pipe. It's actually got a wider draw than the B2 had, just a little bit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
B2's really wide.
Yeah. It's not like super wide, but it's just a little bit wider where you can notice if you've got the water level the same. But yeah, I don't know. It's got all the core things that matter in a pipe. It's got a nice wide draw, purges super cleanly. Fits any face. I mean, made in America. There's not much to say about it because it's just very simple. So I don't know. I'm happy with what he did because this is like the thing that people have been asking for years. Is like, I really, I want to be too, but it's hard to justify spending $500 on a whole setup.
Yeah. I mean, it has some new interesting features as well. I like when hookahs have like what's it called?
The invisible purge.
Invisible purge, a female what's it called?
Hose port. Well, the B2 had that as well. It was just protruding.
Quite largely.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite literally screwing on to the side. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm still using the B2 hose with it, but I can more easily justify using other hoses with it since they don't just slide right in.
Yeah. Also, one issue sometimes with, I don't know if this hookah has that problem, but like Shisha Bucks has the, it's kind of like above. This is more of an angle. Some hoses just don't fit very well.
Yeah, no, this fits pretty well. I don't have any complaints. He sent me the same grommet that comes with like Regal hookahs. That like black one that's kind of like grippy. So it works. I mean, I haven't had any issues with any hoses. I've used these Timber Thunder Slim. Is that what it's called? I don't even remember the name of that hose anymore, but I still use it. The new Shisha Box hose I tried with it.
Speaking of Shisha Box, very briefly, even though we weren't going to talk about this, did you see they're making a new hookah?
What do you mean?
Another one.
Really? I didn't see that. Link me
let me link it to you.
You link me a pic, I'll throw it up. Send it to me on Facebook, though.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't close Discord.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's supposed to be it's smaller than the micro.
Oh shit, I saw this. I didn't know it was theirs, though. So what is this? Fucking micro? Hold up, let me pull it up on stream. I'm covering your face up. Yeah. Micro.
They'll probably call it an atom or something.
Yeah, that is absurdly small. Holy shit. Wow. I saw that, but I thought it was like a meme. I didn't see that they had posted, and I thought it was like a meme comparing like some off-brand to their pipe. That's funny.
Yeah, could be cool though. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, how small do we go? Where do we draw the line? Like, what is too small for a pipe?
It could be like phones, where they were like getting really small, and then like when phones came out, they were ginormous, then they got really small, and now they're getting like bigger again.
Yeah, but like
I don't know.
So let me look at it again. The thing with like the cool thing about the micro is that everything fit inside of it. Is that just the only difference? Is that not everything will fit inside this new one? I guess.
This is just ultra portable. Like,
I mean, this looks like I could throw it in my backpack on a normal day and just be chilling.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I can put the micro in my backpack too. I have one sitting in my backpack right now.
Yeah, definitely. But it's not like I could throw that in with like a laptop and shit, and it would be comfortable,
Yeah, you wouldn't feel it like hitting your back.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like at that point, if not everything's fitting in it, then does it hurt the portability?
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm interested. I wasn't paying attention to that, so that's cool. Thanks for showing me that.
Anyways, back to F22. Just give your like brief thoughts on it. Not too in depth.
I basically summed it up. I mean, it's like a B2 Lite. It doesn't have all the frills that the B2 had, that the B2 V2 had, like with the heavy metal design. It's still got the same tray size, and the cool thing is you could actually like this part here. The threads are the same size, so you can put like the precious cut in here as well. And like
you can like mix and match.
Apparently, that's what he said. He said the threads are the same size. Like I actually have my B2 V2 diffuser on this down sim as well. So like that stuff, the threading's all the same size, so that kind of stuff will fit together.
That's really cool. So since it's modular, you can kind of just put different parts if you're owning the whole
Yeah,
thing.
and I haven't tried it, so I don't know like how well it'll work. But I really just like it as is. I think it looks clean. I really hope he actually comes out with this color. I don't know if he was or not, but I do like this blue color. It matches my Shisha Bucks micro mini.
For the color options, it says silver for sure is going to be guaranteed. Penny copper or turquoise not fully decided, and then he's going to have like dual colors.
Yep. Yeah. So the color options are like I think one of the most fun parts about it. I hope he does that purple and black one that he sent Frank as well. I don't know if you saw that one, but that one turned out super clean.
Was that the same one that Sean had?
I don't know. I didn't see Sean's. I think Sean might have had the red and black, but I could be wrong.
I don't recall, but I know Sean has one.
Yeah, I saw he got one. Be interested to hear what he thinks about it. Yeah, I mean, as far as the pipe goes, I'm really liking it. I've only had it for 5 or 6 days, so I don't know. I wanted to get it through a lot of testing, but I haven't had a bad session with it yet. I mean, it's just
a quality pipe.
Yeah, it's simple. That's the biggest thing about it, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's just it's simple, and I think that fits the price point very well. But yeah.
So I mean, hopefully, is he making like a lot of them?
I don't know. I don't know how many he's making. He usually does it based off of pre-orders, but we'll see. Do you guys have any questions about it, chat? Either YouTube or Twitch? Let us know if you have any questions about anything we talk about. Drop them in there. If we miss them while we're talking about it, we'll definitely catch them later in the show. But yeah, really enjoying this so far. So yeah, with that, let's go ahead and talk about the next thing. What did you want to talk about next? Since I talked about the F-22 first.
Let's talk about Trifecta.
Trifecta, alright. I only put up a picture of peppermint shake, but it's fine. Alright. So yes, Trifecta came out with a few new flavors. It's fine.
That's not exact size.
I mean, I don't know. If you hold it up to it depends on your monitor size. If you hold it up, it might be the same size.
The thing's kind of wide.
It's a thick boy.
Definitely.
Yeah, so what are the new flavors that they came out with? Do you want to talk about it a little bit? So I talked about the F-22.
It was peppermint shake, hipster mint, and what's the third one?
A rock. That's what I'm smoking right now.
Oh yeah, a rock.
He also has a few others that he was teasing on the Facebook group. Let me pull those up. I think it was...
Was he?
Yeah, it was like Concord Grape. I think, hold on. I'm scrolling. Iced Orange Mint and Concord Grape.
Those could be good.
Yes. So, I'm excited for a Concord, like a purple grape flavor. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, they're usually pretty bad.
Yeah,
but...
No, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, grape flavors are hit or miss. I guess they never quit, huh? But yeah, so we're gonna talk a little bit about peppermint shake, hipster mint, and a rock because we both had them all at this point.
I have not opened the other two because I've only been smoking peppermint shake.
All right, well, you go and talk about peppermint shake, and I'll talk about the other two because I've been smoking the shit out of the other two.
I'll get to them. I just so basically, I got peppermint shake, hipster mint, and a rock a month ago, and immediately I went to the peppermint shake because I realized that it's pretty similar to Hayes' Whattermint, or at least what it once was back in the day.
The good old Whattermint.
The good old Whattermint, and this kind of knocks it out of the water. Like, it's so good. I like it so much that I went through my first 250 that I received as a gift, then bought 3 more, and then for my birthday, my girlfriend is now giving me a kilo of it. And because I'm already on my last peppermint shake, 250.
Yeah, so you'll be gone before the season's up, basically.
Oh my god.
I mean, you were a Whattermint fiend. You went through many kilos of Whattermint, so
yeah, you're
probably one of the most qualified people to talk about how close this is to Whattermint, I think.
Yeah, basically what this flavor is, it's mint and cream. I didn't expect it to be exactly that, just based off the name, but once I smelled it, I was like, damn, this smells super similar and promising. So I packed it up. It's got a nice strong mint, and the cream complements it just so well, the one that he chose. Yeah,
and it's like, the peppermint's the forefront of the flavor, and the cream just, it really rounds it out and gives it a really, like, bodily flavor. I don't know, it just, it feels like a very full smoke. And it's in blonde leaf too, which I thought was kind of surprising. I would have liked to have seen it in dark leaf almost, but I don't know. I haven't had any complaints about it in blonde leaf at all. Maybe it smokes better because of how light peppermint is as a flavor in blonde leaf, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even smoke blonde leaf very much at all anymore. Like, it's mostly like black leaf, since that's kind of like the trend of flavors coming out is mostly like black leaf and some stronger Nick blonde leaves.
Yeah,
that's kind of the trend at the moment. And I've just been on this blonde leaf kick. I mean, it doesn't have the Nick.
You're not on a blonde leaf kick. You're on a peppermint shake kick. Let's be realistic about it. I'm surprised you haven't ghosted your Naras to hell with it yet.
Oh, I have. It's done. This hose is done.
You need a unglazed bowl to get heavily ghosted.
I do. I have this one. This one I used to use for ornament and FML.
Yeah, yeah.
And I haven't used it yet for this flavor, but now that I thought about it, like today, or I think it was yesterday, I'm going to ghost the hell out of it even more.
You can always get a fresh one too. Just ghost a new one. Make it pure peppermint shake.
Oh, I hope he never gets rid of that flavor.
I would try. I don't think so. 'Cause it seems like people are really loving it. I haven't seen anyone like saying it was bad at all. Like it's been pretty overwhelmingly positive as far as the feedback I've seen from it.
It's quite phenomenal.
Yeah, it is an absolutely wonderful flavor.
It's like I haven't tried the other ones. I don't know how amazing they are or not amazing they are.
They're pretty good.
But I think it's one of his best flavors. Period.
Yeah, I think he really nailed it. But what do you think makes it better than Whattermint?
Well, it's not necessarily it's a little bit sweeter than Whattermint was.
Yeah.
And it's not as minty. It's close to it, depending on how you pack it, but it's not as minty. But I feel like the sweetness kind of just overall rounds it better with the cream. But since Whattermint has gone down, it kind of doesn't even compare to Whattermint anymore. It kind of just blows it out of the water.
Well, yeah. Current Whattermint is just, it's not even like a Whattermint problem. It's like current haze is just not as good as it used to be. So
I really hope they come back.
Yeah, I mean, they had so many good flavors. I'd love to have some good cucumber Rita again.
I have some old... I have some of their older from Hookah set back on their what was it? Their Thanksgiving sale. I got a couple 250s from like their older stuff since they don't have any newer stock. So I'm excited to try those eventually too.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I feel like Peppermint Shake just hits the balance a little bit better than Whattermint did. Whattermint was always very good, like especially in its prime. But I felt like sometimes, like batch to batch, sometimes the mint would be the forefront. Sometimes the cream would be a little bit stronger. It would like give it a little bit. Sometimes it could be a little bit off-putting with shit like that. So I don't know. I feel like Peppermint Shake just kind of perfects the blend. Yeah, my first 250 is almost gone too, but I've also been smoking other flavors. So
I killed it. I've actually only smoked 6 or 7 other bowls that were not Peppermint Shake, and maybe 3 bowls like mixed with like a chocolate mint so far in the past month.
Yeah, it is a phenomenal flavor. I'm very impressed with it. I'd like to try a dark leaf though. I'd be interested to see what that's like.
Well, they have a lot of flavors that are in both, so maybe we'll see it come out.
Yeah, definitely. One of the other ones, yeah, go ahead. One of the other ones I want to talk about was a rock. It's what I'm smoking right now. A rock is an anise, like very heavy licorice flavor. It is like, you think double apple is licorice? Nah, this is fucking licorice. Like this is, if you wanted to go and just eat a piece of black licorice, it is just that, basically, just stronger. And a rock, I believe, is an anise flavored spirit from the Middle East, and so that's essentially what it was made to be. I don't know if is it a Hookah John exclusive flavor, or is it just a flavor that Hookah John was pushing him to make?
Oh, I'm not exactly sure. I didn't know that they weren't selling it to places, but I have seen that like the new trifecta flavors just came to 5 stars, so I'm not
okay. Yeah,
100% sure.
I don't remember if this one is or not, but I remember him working on it with Hookah John. So I don't know. It's just like, if you like black licorice, you'll fucking love it, and I really enjoy it. It is a very pungent flavor, and it's very strong. It's a single note flavor, but it hits really cleanly, and I don't know. I'm enjoying it a lot, but it is 100% not for everyone, because black licorice is a very polarizing thing. If If you like double apple, you may like this. If you don't like double apple, there's no chance in hell you'll like this. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Well, I should enjoy it then. But just to answer one question Mo said, is it better standalone or mixer for peppermint shake? Back what I used to do with Wettermint is that I would smoke it a lot by itself, but I feel like it mixes well with a lot of different flavors, like fruit flavors and then dessert flavors.
I don't know. I've been smoking it standalone only. I haven't actually mixed it with anything, but I generally don't mix a ton of flavors. I think a flavor has to be good on as a standalone smoke generally to be a good mixer. It doesn't have to be, but if it's a good standalone, it is a good mixer usually.
Yeah, typically.
Like I would mix this with double apple if I wanted more licorice in my life, I guess. But I think what I like about a rock is that it's kind of like it really puts black licorice into perspective. Like if you try this and you try double apple side by side, you will very clearly tell that double apple is not just black licorice. It's kind of insane, but yeah, I don't know. If you like double apple, I think this rock is definitely worth a shot. I'm kind of surprised.
I usually tell people if you don't like licorice, just don't even bother with double apple. So I can imagine this is like way more strong.
Yeah, yeah, and even if you like double apple, I don't think like a lot of double apple smokers might not even like this, but it's hard to say. I can't speak for everyone because I'm not a pure double apple enthusiast. It's not the only thing I smoke. But yeah, I don't know. Good flavor. It is one of the most unique flavors I've ever tried, to say the least. So I'm impressed with the sheer audacity that Moose had to make it. So yeah, good flavor.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that he's making like his flavors go into so many different categories.
Yeah, but like at this point, should we even be surprised by it? I mean, look at Enigma, one of the first dark leaf flavors he came out with. Berries and basil?
Who comes up with that stuff?
Yeah.
Man, it's good.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm still blown away, like, what, 3 years later by the shit that he's been putting out, so I don't know. The last one we're going to talk about is Hipster Mint. Our Slacker Peppermint Shake friend over here hasn't tried it yet, so I'll talk a little bit about it as well.
Go ahead.
Hipster Mint is just a very clean, it's like an herbal mint, but with a little bit of natural menthol sweetness. It's kind of like sweet mint from Fumari, but it's more natural than that. Like it's got the earthy notes of an actual mint, but it's got the sweetness that you'd want from like an actual menthol almost. So it's a very good mixing mint that I've been mixing it a lot, but I've also been smoking it straight a lot because I just like mint. It's a very.
How's the strength?
It's not too strong. It's not like Twice the Ice or Twice the Ice Extreme. It's definitely on the more mild end, but in a good way.
Mediterranean mint?
Yeah, and I'd say it's a little bit stronger than Mediterranean mint, and this flavor is almost similar. It's almost similar to Mediterranean mint, just a little bit sweeter, I think.
We got a question saying, is Trifecta a good brand to impress women who smoke occasionally? I'd put it in that category, maybe if you didn't get the black leaves.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do that, stick to blonde leaves, but yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think their flavors they're my favorites to show to people who are interested in smoking but haven't smoked too much. Because
they're appealing.
Yeah, because they've got a lot of great, just easy to get into flavors, but then they've got some flavors that are like mind-blowingly complex, like Enigma. It's not even that complex, but just like who the fuck would have thought to put basil in a hookah flavor?
This man's crazy, but he's got the palate.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say it's my favorite. It's that and Tangiers are my favorite things to take to show to people who aren't as experienced in smoking. Tangiers is usually to like just knock them on their ass, if we're being honest, but we're chilling. So Hipster Mint is the bomb. Yes, I'm really enjoying Hipster Mint. I've actually smoked more of that than a rock and peppermint shake, I think, because it's just like I've been mixing it a lot with a rock, and I've been smoking it straight a lot. So I don't know. I'm just really enjoying that flavor. It's just very clean, very simple. It's like the F-22. It's simple. There's not a lot to it, but it does it well.
Okay, maybe I'll try it after this bowl. If I don't pack another peppermint shake bowl.
All right, so you're not gonna try it. That's fine.
No. I might give it a shot.
You should at least open it to smell it. It tastes just like it smells.
I have smelled it.
Okay.
I smelled both. I touched the peppermint shake and it was a wrap.
I kind of knew it would happen as soon as I smelled it. I was like, oh man, he's never gonna smoke anything else after this shit.
I haven't touched anything in my closet. It's all sitting.
It's fine. It's fine. You
Like,
know,
literally, I could remove more than half of it. I'd probably remove 3/4 of it and just have the peppermint shake along with like 10 other flavors, and I'd be fine.
yeah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna cop some more when I get it. But I've been enjoying. Like all of the flavors that I've tried so far are really good, and I'm excited to see what happens with Concord grape and iced orange mint. I think is what it was.
Iced orange mint is something I'm very interested in. If it's anything close to the type of orange that Ugly has, then it's going to be a hit for me.
Well, he says on here, we want sweet orange. Peel sucks. So, sounds like he's making a sweeter orange, which will be interesting.
Good. Looks like I'm in there.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. The other thing we wanted to talk about was, if I can get it up
Let's
here.
talk about the Lotus first.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. Was the Lotus 2. Can you enjoy
Do you
that?
have one?
No, I don't have one. I wish I did.
I don't. I mean, I don't necessarily wish I had one, but it could be cool to have. Look at that. Look at this picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to find a place where it fit, alright? It's fine. I had to cover up something. I'd rather just cover up our logo. So if you guys weren't aware, the Lotus Cloud came out with the quote-unquote Lotus 2. I don't know what's that different about it. I mean, if we're being honest, it does. Like, the biggest change is that they got rid of the handle and added a removable, like, tong thing. Like, this
And
black...
then, like, the visuals are just kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, that black piece you see is, like, you actually take it off and, like, leave it on your tray, and then when you want to, like, rotate the top, you put it in there, and, like, you can lift it off or whatnot. It does have... The inside is completely raised, and I think it does fit 3 cubes. If Real Pro Duke Nukem is still here, I think you have one. I could be wrong. I might have seen that. But if you do have one, let us know, because I'm curious. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen too much about it, and I haven't got one for myself to try it yet. We just wanted to talk about it because we were kind of interested in it, because, you know, it's Cloud officially coming out with the Lotus 2. It's not a Lotus Plus, which is not really an upgrade from the original Lotus. Not a huge upgrade from the original Lotus. So
yeah, well, I mean, I have the Lotus Plus, and
yeah, I do too.
It's basically the same, but it's closer to what the Ignis.
Right.
Like it fixes the functionality that the Ignis brought and allows them to sell it under their own brand.
Yeah, basically. My main question with this is what new is it really bringing to the table? I mean, what is it doing differently from Lotus 2? Not worth. Not worth. There you go. Got an L plus over the 2. Yeah.
No, it's kind of just like if you want to show off.
Yeah, I think aesthetically it's really cool looking. I mean, it's definitely more.
It's like a dome.
Yeah, it's more pleasing to the eye than the original Lotus or just most of the other HMDs on the market right now. But my main question is, like, functionally, it doesn't look different enough to justify, because it's more expensive. I think it's like $60, isn't it?
It is $60. People were speculating that it was going to be a much higher price coming from Cloud. Like, that's just kind of what they've done. Like, their prices are just kind of high.
Right.
But, like, I don't see there's no major benefits from what I see and from what I've heard, like, read about. So, like, I don't necessarily see the reason to get that over a regular Lotus, besides the fact that the handle comes off, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing.
The Real Pro Duke Nukem. It looks like a robot ice cream cone. Probably.
Yeah, kind of.
I think it fits their aesthetics that they're going for nowadays more. Like, it looks really cool on the their fucking, what is that fishbowl called? The Chrysalis or whatever? Yeah, the Chrysalis. I think it fits their current aesthetics more, but, like, other than that, it doesn't seem like that big of an upgrade. I do want to cop one at some point to do an actual review on it, but I don't know. I have a hard... It's the same thing with, like, the Lotus 2. If you have... Or the Lotus Plus. If you have the Lotus Plus, what's the benefit to buy this, you know? Like, I feel like they're not...
Yeah.
I feel like they're not sure of what to do. Like, so they're just trying to make it look different so they could sell it.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like an underwhelming product. Like, it was just something they kind of put out to put something out. I would have much more appreciated if they... I don't care how long it would have taken them, but if they came out with something even in another year from now that was, like, functionally better, like changing the game, like what they did in the beginning, then I would have been more happy about it.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like it is It doesn't seem like it's changing enough to warrant buying. Like, I can't just... I'm having a hard time justifying it as someone who has fucking every HMD on the market. I don't have a reason to buy this other than just to have it, basically. So I don't know. the same issue I had when the Lotus Plus came out. Like, why buy this when you could buy an Ignis for cheaper? You know?
Essentially, like, because you can still go on eBay right now, and Amazon, I believe, and get an Ignis for $30.
Real Product Nukem, the Plus fits more bowls better. Interesting. So why the fuck would you buy this if this doesn't fit the same as the standard that they literally set? I don't get it.
Look, you can go on Amazon right now if you have Prime and buy the Ignis primed to your house for $30.
Yeah,
It's
so
not hard to beat.
yeah, I mean, other than the Provost, the Ignis is like it's still like the one I go to generally. That or the Phoenix if I'm using an HMD, or the Stratus, I guess. But
Wow. If you were to go on eBay and buy it, it's only $25 shipped.
damn.
Crazy. It's kind of hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean, and I think until Cloud can beat that price point or bring something that changes the game, I don't think they'll be able to beat the Ignis, even though it's technically illegal in the U.S. But
Yeah, technically.
I don't know. Cloud just. And the other thing they're doing, I didn't get a picture of it, but they're doing fucking metal bowls with
again,
the Samsaris design, and it's the Samsaris Vitria, and they're doing like colored metal inserts instead of glass inserts. And you know what? I actually liked the glass inserts. The Vitria 2 I used a good bit, and I had no problems with it deteriorating. It smoked well, didn't hold too much tobacco. So I don't know why they thought metal bowls would be a good idea. I guess it's literally indestructible.
where is this thing?
You trying to find your original Samsaris?
No, I have both right here. So yeah, I mean, this is a decent upgrade. Like, the original one to the glass one. I mean, it's essentially the same thing, but with the glass insert makes it a lot more
Safer.
long-lasting.
Safer,
Yeah.
essentially. Like I would still have my Samsaris Vitria 2 if I hadn't dropped it, which I thought was the most ironic fucking thing, is that it's supposed to be indestructible, but I dropped it and the glass shattered.
Yeah, it's not too thick around the top.
Real Product Nukem. Warnings that the bowl are very high heat on vendor site. Sounds like a good buy, Omega Lil. Yeah, it's the same thing as like the Sky Bowl, but I feel like the Sky Bowl did it better. Like, the Sky Bowl, the silicone is on the outside of the bowl, where the bowl is up here. And the really hot part where your HMD's at isn't near the actual silicone. So, I don't know. I feel like we're going to have another Samsaris V1 issue where we're going to have some deteriorating silicone on the outside, but
Yeah, because metal gets much hotter.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It'll depend on the type of silicone they're using. Like, if it's a higher quality silicone than what's been on the Samsaris in the past, then it'll be fine. But I don't know. I'd like to get it in hand and test it. I don't know if I actually want to test it because I don't want to fucking die from melting silicone. But you know, I'd like to do science. Maybe just leave it packable, let it get hot. I don't know. I'm probably just doing the same shit they always do, where they're trying to do things that don't make any fucking sense.
I mean, they sell.
Yeah, I mean, and the Lotus should sell. The original Lotus should have sold for years until the Ignis came out, and
It still sells.
Yeah. Can you still buy the original Lotus?
Yeah.
Look on Hookah right now and tell me if it's still there. I'm curious. I don't remember if it is. Yeah, I thought the goal of the Lotus Plus was just to straight up replace the original Lotus.
I mean, it kind of does replace any need to buy the normal one.
Yeah, there's no point really unless you just use flats all the time.
Let me see. No, they have the Lotus Plus. They have the Phoenix, Apple on top, Lotus 2. And it's also not 60, it's 65. But no, they don't have the regular Lotus anymore.
Okay, yeah. And that makes sense, I guess. I think the Lotus Plus is a slight upgrade over the original Lotus, and I think when I reviewed it, I might have been too hard on the original Lotus Plus, because it is the same price as the original Lotus. It just wasn't an upgrade enough to warrant buying it, basically, if you already had the original Lotus.
Well, the thing is this. If you want an Apple on top, it's $30.
Yeah.
That's good if you want to continue using phone, you want long-lasting bolts. Then, you also have the Ignis. That's $25-$30 depending on eBay or Amazon. And that completely does single thing that the Lotus does. I feel like the metal may be a little bit lower quality. I'm not 100% sure. Mine's still lasting.
Yeah, I haven't had any
I've
issues
seen
with
people
that.
have handles come off.
The handles suck dick, if we're being honest about the Ignis. The handles do suck monkey dick, but that's fine. If that's the part that has to suck dick, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Provost
So,
is...
like,
Provost...
At the price point.
Yeah, at the price
You gotta
point.
think about the price point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you have to have tongs, which... You have to have tongs to smoke hookah anyway. There's, like, no realistic world in which you can live in that you don't have to have tongs, so... Having to use tongs for the Ignis, that's fine, in my book.
Anyway, we're already at 43. Let's move on to our last segment so we can get some questions in.
Yes. Zaytonda on YouTube said, Provost is still the greatest hookah accessory ever made, period. Yeah, I mean, it's what I use every fucking day, basically. I very rarely use other HMDs, if we're being honest. You still use, like, the Lotus most of the time, don't you?
I go between the Lotus Plus, and
Ignis.
Ignis, yeah. I have the new the Cash Stratus that I need to start using because I do need to write something about that. And
Yes.
I'll post some pictures.
Yes, I mean, the Cash Stratus, that's something else we could talk about briefly. I mean, it's just a cheaper version of the Stratus. It's cast made, so it's more affordable to make at a higher quantity, so it's more affordable. It does the same shit that the regular Stratus did, so good HMD.
Yeah, but when you look at other HMDs like the Phoenix and the Stratus, they have something that the other ones definitely do not have.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can pick it up by the handle, and the Phoenix allows you to have it at any particular heat you want.
It also lets you preheat it.
Preheated, exactly. So they have different functional benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. So until Cloud comes out with something that's functionally higher quality, it's a hard time for any real reviewer to recommend it. But I don't know. We talked about it long enough, so let's talk about the last thing we're going to talk about hazy bowls.
And shout out to Hazy Bowls. Shout out to Lucas.
Yes.
He made our basically what we use for everything.
Yes, he's made all of our templates. He's been a great guy. He's always been very active on the r/Hookah Discord server. Great guy, and he's been making bowls for a while, and he finally actually put them up for sale. So we're going to talk about hazy bowls. So he made a bunch of them, and they're all different. He hasn't made two that are the same. Some that might be similar. I just threw one up for a picture, for example, but they're handmade. They're anywhere from the $45 mark to $65, I think. I didn't look too hard at the prices, but that was the yeah. So yeah, Hazy's making bowls. It's another high quality artisanal bowl. I don't know, I haven't held one in hand, so I don't know too much about them. What do you know about them so far?
So basically, Lucas, I've been talking to him for what I want to say like 6 or 7 months now.
Yeah.
We talk on and off, and I've seen the amount of time and effort that he's been putting into making these bowls. These are definitely not the only bowls he's made. He showed me tons of different bowls, tons of different pictures, and private conversation, and he's been working really hard to create something that he can be proud of. And these are the fruits.
Yes.
He was able to create, and there's some very interesting ones, and there's some more simple ones, and I like the ideas that he was able to come up with. I really enjoy the colors that he picked.
He got some really cool colors.
Real Pro Duke Nukem aesthetic.
Real Pro Duke Nukem says, IDK if you could say high quality until you try one. That's fair. Maybe they're not high quality. Like I said, I haven't tried one, so I don't know the actual physical quality until I hold one. I think they look good. They have a lot. He's an enthusiast as well, like a lot of us. Like a lot of people who've gotten into the industry and been successful, like Mason Bowles, Brandon from Stone Bowls. So he knows what an enthusiast wants when it comes to a product. So he's put a lot of thought into how he's making the bowls, what kind of capacity they want to hold, what kind of features he wants to have. Like the one you can see has the spired rook design, so good airflow, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's exciting to see more of these artisanal, quote unquote, artisanal bowls come out to push the market, make other creators increase their quality if the market's not happy with their quality, or improve their designs, maybe even make competitive pricing, because that's something we don't really see right now, because the only 3 artisanal bowl makers before Hazy were Relix, Mason, and Stone. all who make very different products and have very different price points. So, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think the prices are unjustified. I would like to see him create a few in every batch. I don't know how often his batches will come out since he does do them all by himself.
Yeah.
Like, no one helps him at all.
Right. Yeah, it's a one-man
army. It'd be cool to see just a few be able to come out that are a little bit cheaper, but I understand where he's coming from in the price area.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're putting in so much effort, it's taking you countless hours to make each bowl and make it the way you want it to be, then the prices just can't be low, or else it's just not worth the time.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he was able to make, the prices are they're about the same as you would expect from any artisanal bowl, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
So I really can't complain about the price the way it is. It would be pretty cool to see a few cheaper ones. But other than that, I feel like he has good ideas. You have to also realize this is batch 1.
Yes.
I mean, he's going to get feedback from all the ones that he sold, and if there's any issues, I'm sure he's going to try and like fix it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like what we were talking to Mason a few weeks ago. Mason really cared about his products, and I've talked to Lucas a good bit too. He really does care about his products as well. So I'm sure if people like give him feedback, he will listen to it, and he will put out even better bowls in the future, which is something we've seen from many different companies. I mean, even Mason, we were talking to 2 weeks ago. He was talking about how he's changed a lot of little things about the Onyx bowl throughout time, making different parts of it thicker and whatnot. So, yeah, I don't know. It's very early to see, but like I said, I'm excited to see new artisanal bowls on the market in general.
Yeah, we won't know like 100% how great the quality is on this batch 1 until we get some feedback.
Yeah.
Once people actually receive them, but from what I can tell, they seem to be pretty thick, and like I don't know, they seem well rounded.
Yeah, I mean, like it's hard to judge a bowl based off of a picture, but I'm excited to. I think I'm gonna order one when I get my paycheck and test it out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to see more artisanal bowl makers come out. If it's something that's sustainable and something that it's like we were talking to Mason 2 weeks ago. I keep talking about it, but he's a bowl manufacturer, so I think his input's very, very accurate to the situation. It's not a matter of competition so much. Like Stone isn't going to be hurt by Hazy coming out. Like Stone buyers love Stone products. Hazy buyers want Hazy products. So there's no direct competition there. If someone sees the two bowls, they can make their own decision. Maybe it'll spark some competition, but I really doubt it. Like if someone buys artisanal bowls, they usually don't just buy one. They buy a ton. Like you see people who have Stone bowls, they have dozens of Stone bowls, or at least a handful, So
yeah.
Yeah.
Something else I wanted to talk about is so basically the guy that makes the Hazy bowls, I'll just refer to him as Hazy. Basically Hazy, he does a lot of different stuff. It's not only bowl making and stuff. Mm-hmm. He's a very artistic guy. Like I said, he made our everything that we are showing you on our podcast. Like he made all of the
layouts,
the shapes and everything, the complete layout, the backdrops, everything. And on top of that, he has. I'm pretty sure he made this website for Hazy Bowls, and on top of that, he has another website that's going to be coming out in the future that is going to basically be a giant hub for reviews, video reviews, text reviews, maybe even blogs, and he's shown me some of that stuff too. So I feel like the brand that he's creating for himself could be pretty big.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what he does. He's got a lot of great ideas. He's a smart guy. Very friendly, and like I said, he's an enthusiast, so he cares about what he's doing, and he cares about what he's putting out into the hookah industry. So yeah, that's going to about wrap it up for us talking about new products. So this is we're going to talk about what we're excited to see next, and we're going to take any questions this time too. So if you guys have anything you want to know, anything you want to say, this is a good time to put them out there. But yeah, so of the things we talked about that are coming out today, what are you the most excited for, Mr. Lone Sloth?
Out of the items that are new?
Yes, that we've talked about today that are coming out.
Honestly, I want to see more opinions on the F-22. I've never personally owned a B2 product, but I have used yours.
Yeah.
So I do think it's a high-quality product, and I think this one's going to succeed as well. It kind of creates a standard for the American market.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen new American pipes in years, so...
The thing is, the B2 is so high quality And it's kind of hard to like reach that standard at the price point, you know?
Yeah, and so that's why I'm excited for this. It's a lower price point, still got a lot of the same great qualities. The things that made the B2 for me were always the wide open draw and the build quality were the two main things that I've always loved about my B2s. And so having that on a more affordable pipe is awesome. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what people think about it too when they get it in hands.
I love to see when new products come out and a bunch of people buy them and then just love it.
Yeah. Tedious Priest said, Wade will B2 release more precious cut colors. Yes, there will be more precious cut. He is working on them. It won't be the next batch that comes out with the F-22, I think, but after that he is working on more. And I think he's going to be working on some that work with the F-22 specifically. Yeah.
Mo said, pack some hipster mint. Slop.
Yeah, go do that. You can stream it. It's fine.
Maybe when my friends come over. They're coming over in like 30 minutes.
There you go. Aside from the F-22, I'm excited to see the new trifecta flavors as well. I mean, that's been one of my favorite things over the last few years of doing reviews and stuff. Is trifecta has always been consistently good. They had like one bad batch, but like other than that, there haven't really been any bad things to say about trifecta. They put out a lot of great different flavors that are really pushing the envelope of what you thought hookah flavors could be. So I think the more success that Trifecta sees, the more we're going to start to see other brands trying to push their envelope too, and start to see more brands like Ugly making different flavors that are good, amazing as well. So I'm excited for those.
Yeah. I don't know why. I have something in my throat.
Is it hookah smoke?
Could be. It's all this hipster mint and it's soon to be hipster mint and all this peppermint shake got me.
It's fine. Just pack some hipster mint, clear everything out.
Oh well, all that herbal.
There you go.
So yeah, all the products that that we talked about today, the one I want to see more of in the future. Well, one, I would like to see Lotus come out with something truly new.
I think the thing is, I think if Cloud came out with something that's like actually game changing, I think people would be all about it. I think people only really want to see them succeed. Like, I don't want to see Cloud keep putting out the same shit that they've been doing. I really do just want them to make something good. That's why I'm so hard on them, because they changed the game. And I think they've got the potential to do it again. I don't know why the fuck they don't, really.
Yeah, you don't want to see a one trick.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to see that Cloud main over and over again. What do you guys think? Is there anything we missed that you guys wanted to hear us talk about? We tried to pick just a few things that we knew we could talk about for a little bit. I don't think there's too much that we missed. We don't pay too close of attention to the Russian markets. Like, I saw there's new dark side flavors coming out, but it's hard. Yeah, I saw someone posting about a new lime flavor or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't pay too much attention to it because it's too hard to get for us and too hard for us to recommend other people to try and get it too. So,
Yeah, there will be a lot more to talk about once there's like a really good wholesaler that can bring in international products.
Yeah.
But right now it's just like pipes, accessories, but it's just so expensive to bring tobacco over. But like metal is just pretty easy.
Yeah, and so I think if we ever do see Darkside actually hit the U.S. market, you'll see us talk about it more. And it's not like something we like completely dismiss. Like, I'm sure there's some great stuff over there. It's just it's too expensive for us to get to justify telling you guys about to get more expensive stuff.
Yeah, I'm not trying to drop $50 on a pack of Darkside, $250 grand.
$50 is just the shipping. I swear to God. That's not even counting that. Like, I was talking to someone about getting it once. They're like, yeah, you could get like a kilo for like $130. I was like, what? What?
How much you guys probably pay for it? No thanks.
No, that was. I was talking to like Brandon about it, like just getting it in because he gets shit in all the time. But it was just like the shipping itself was like $60 or something stupid. I was like, I'm good, fam. I'm not that interested. But I don't know. I'd like to see 5 stars Hookah Shisha pick it up, but I don't know. I don't know what the catalyst would be for them to actually start picking it up. I don't know if there's enough interest in the U.S. market now. Like, we see people...
They should just make a factory in America.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what the international perception is of the U.S. market, because like obviously we're in the U.S. hookah community, so we know what like people want here. But like, what do Russians think Americans want, or do they even care? Are they just trying to do their own thing?
Well, it seems like international brands or like international people tend to be more interested in their stuff than they are in our stuff. And actually, we're more interested in their stuff than, well, not more interested than our stuff, but
it's just
more
like
interested in their stuff.
I think we're only more interested in their stuff now because the current U.S. market is just so stale. Like there's just not as much coming out. It's just what Trifecta and B2 or Cloud, I guess, are the only people coming out with new stuff regularly. We had Starbucks come out with some new stuff. Oh, we didn't talk about the NAR. I guess we could have talked about that a little bit, but I don't know enough about it. We should get Hookah Chef on and have him talk about it sometime.
Yeah, that would be cool. Let's answer this one last question from Mo, and then we'll about wrap it up for us.
Yeah.
Something you would like to see come out from a manufacturer, a new HMD style, bowl style, new Hookah style?
Yes.
Do you have one? Yes, that would be. I mean, it would be nice.
The simple answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
I'm really just excited to see anyone come out with anything game changing. I mean, hashtag game changer with the Relix Bowl, right? But fucking, I don't know. Like, I'm excited anytime something new comes out that's like actually good. You know, like one-off gimmicky stuff. It's whatever. I'll talk about it and say it's probably just a gimmick, but anytime that an actual like reputable manufacturer comes out with something, it's kind of cool to see. Especially if it's like not just a gimmick. So I don't know.
Yeah, if it's a game changer, it opens up so many avenues for other companies to like not copy it, but make something different to that.
Yeah, I keep talking about Mason, but like we were talking about with how he literally created the artisanal hose market. Now we see people like Moses Hoses making their own hoses. We see Resin Kings making their own like artisanal handles. When you start to see like game changing things come out like that, you start to see the other possibilities that lie within it. And other things branch off of that, like Cloud with the Lotus. You've seen how many HMDs since then. So, yes, the short answer is yes. I would like to see something new come out. I'm always excited for new stuff. That was when I started reviewing in late 2015, early 2016. I feel like I got in at like the peak of like hookah because the FDA regulations hadn't actually started yet, which we don't even know anything about them, but they're there. We know that. So there's all this new stuff coming out, new flavors all the time, and it just felt like there was always something new to talk about. And over the last like year or two, it's really, really slowed down. So yes, short answer is I would be very excited to see anything new come out.
Yeah, it's a little sad. Like if I had the ideas, you would have to think I would be creating it.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like you need someone to come up with something interesting enough to create like a whole market for.
Yes, and I say it making a game changer, but it is such an impossible fucking thing to do. So I don't know. I'd be excited to see it, but we'll see. But that's gonna about wrap it up from us today, guys. Mikey, let me cop that host when you're done. Do we host or not? You guys want to watch Fortnite on Twitch?
Is that what he's doing?
I'm sure it is. Let me go to his channel. Fucking click. How do I host? I don't know if I've ever actually hosted. Mikey, tell me how to host, Mikey. God damn it.
Consider it.
If I can figure out how to host, I'll do it. But I'm so fucking... I've never actually hosted anyone. Yeah.
Well, if we do figure it out and you guys want to watch Fortnite, go on ahead. But that will be just about all from us. I hope you guys enjoyed the pieces of conversation we had for you guys today. Do you have any ideas for the next stream, or just any ideas in general, what we can improve on, ideas for the next stream? We'd be glad to take those from you on Reddit, Facebook, Discord, anywhere.
Yep, feel free to DM us, whatever you need to do. I can't figure out how to host because I'm fucking retarded. But, you know, click on Mikey's chat. Mikey's in chat. Click on him. Go watch his shit. We'll figure it out next time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I think we're going to try and have a guest on. I don't know who we're going to get, but we're going to try and have someone on, and we'll post it when we know who we're going to get on.
Yeah, post that in advance.
All right. You guys have a good night, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace.